Hey Kyle, great to meet up with you here at the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum. We're en route to Coldwater, Michigan, where we're going to shoot tonight's episode of the Mumble. But we thought, you know what? With the race just a few weeks away, this would be a great opportunity to maybe do a little bit of investigative reporting.
Yeah, you know, he had to make a pit stop in Fort Wayne here, home of the Rumble in Fort Wayne. Excited to maybe sneak in, see what we can show you guys and give you a behind-the-scenes look at what goes on in the Rumble.
So here we are, we're 4000 Parnell Avenue, right across the street from the Holiday Inn, where we just announced the kickoff party going to be there on Thursday night, December 16th. But we're at the Coliseum, and we've talked about so many different aspects of what goes on before, during, and after the race. Today, I may or may not know of a few ways that we can get those looks.
Are you saying you never turned in your keys, Larry?
That could be. Let's go take a look.
All right.
All right, Kyle, we made it inside the glass doors. We're now in the lobby. This is the entrance to Expos 1, 2, 3, 4, the Comets Hockey, the Conference Center. This is where you can go in many directions, but the direction we're going is
right straight behind us into the Rumble in Fort Wayne, Expos 1, 2, 3, and 4. We take up most of that building. And as you can see behind us, we actually have the ticket office where you can purchase your tickets for the Rumble in Fort Wayne.
Yeah, if you haven't already bought them in advance, you can do that on any Ticketmaster location or come right here to this lobby during their normal business hours. But if you've already got your ticket, you just keep going forward. If you haven't got your ticket, yeah, definitely go right behind us, and the ticket agents will be right there. The pit passes are actually sold in this lobby as well. So this is traffic central for the Rumble in Fort Wayne.
Yep, this is the first step, and as we mentioned, right behind us is the entrance into the Rumble in Fort Wayne. What do you think, Larry? Those doors look locked.
I don't know, they look like they're locked, but with 22 years of experience here inside the building,
I think we can
might know the way.
Let's go check it out.
Well, Kyle, you know what? I'm starting to feel like a hardened criminal. You know, we decided to stop here at the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum today on our way up to Coldwater, Michigan to do our Mumble with Ryan Rule. And, you know, it was pretty cool. We were outside. We were in public domain. We were in the parking lot. We showed the exterior. Then we walked into the lobby. And anybody can walk into the lobby and get their tickets. But now we've gone one step further.
Yeah, we maybe did some questionable activities and got into the rotunda lobby here. May or may not have forged some doors open, you know, I don't know. But we're in here, we're giving you the first-hand look into, this is the first step as you walk into the Rumble in Fort Wayne.
And you can hear the race cars already.
You can hear the race cars, and we actually have some really cool, some kind of action before the action.
Yeah, I think we'll... let's call this the prelude to the Rumble. This is where we're going to have some displays set up, some great vending displays, but also this is where the final three legs of the Fatheads Eyewear Racing to the Rumble is going to take place. Tim Sims and the Hillbilly High Banks going to have up to a dozen of his iRacing machines set up right here in this area.
Right here. So the $1,000 to win championship with a General Tire certificate. I think you said it pays back 10 spots.
Yeah, it does. It's going to be a great little thing. We've been doing the preliminaries since April.
And that's all going down right here. So I'm excited for that. I know I'm supposed to be working this weekend, Larry, but I know at some point I'm going to find some time to sneak out here and do some sim racing.
Well, you know what? That just gives me the impetus to keep my eye on you the entire weekend. But there are going to be 12 more spots available to get into the finale. So, yeah, here we are in the lobby. You go inside those doors right over behind us. That'll take you into the racing action. You can get your official Racing to the Rumble apparel there. But, you know, just beyond the camera, I just saw something. I see a sign tag for Expo 4.
I believe that's where the carts pit.
It is. You feel like breaking some more entries?
Let's go check it out.
Okay, here we are. We're always talking about the basement, the go-karts being stuck down in the basement. We are now in the bowels of the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum, below the floor of the ice in the original racetrack many, many years ago. Now it's the pit area for the go-karts.
Exactly, and this is such a cool building. In a few short weeks, we'll have carts filled out through this entire basement. And some 40, 50 years ago, we had midgets down here when they raced on the arena floor, and you can't. It's not here now, but they actually had a freight elevator over in this corner where they would lift the midgets 4 at a time up into the arena floor for their race.
Right, it was so neat. After the races, I can remember as a little kid, just couldn't wait till the checkered flag, because this was back before social media, and in every January, the 2nd and 4th Sundays of January, this was a place to be. This is where the racing world converged. It was just before Daytona. It was just a great opportunity to catch up on what's going on in the racing world, because National Speed Sport News was on a 2-week Christmas break. Nobody knew what was going on. So we would go upstairs right above us, watch the midget races, and then there was a winding ramp that came down that would allow us to come right down here, and you got to be right with the heroes of racing.
Yeah, so definitely a few changes to the logistics, and a few additions to the building. But now we actually race over here at the new Expo Center on the floor. It's a dance recital right now or something. They have something going on in there right now, but it's pretty cool. We're gonna kind of show you the journey up there that the karts have to take here in a few short weeks.
And we're always talking about that long walk, so let's get ready. Let's do it.
All right.
Okay, we've talked so much about that long haul for the go-karts to get from the basement up to the racetrack. So you ready? Let's do the journey.
Let's take it.
All right, this is where they've staged. So now let's kind of envision that we are one of the go-kart teams. We are now staged down here in the basement, and as we look ahead, this is just the start. And let's see what it takes. First obstacle is pushing it up this small ramp, and the karts will then continue up the ramp, and they'll take a right. And what do you see? More hallway. Oh wait, I think we're gonna get a sneak bonus here.
Yeah, we can actually see into the Expo Center here.
Right, the empty Expo Center. It's going to be a little dark, so we'll see what the camera can do for us, but this is only 2/3 of the Expo Center. And where we're standing right now is actually going to be behind turns 3 and 4. There'll be a big set of bleachers up, and this is going to be the quarter midget pit area. The quarter midget pit area will be off to our right, and off to the left will be the entrance where the fans will be coming in. So can you envision what it's going to be like here in like a couple weeks?
Honestly, Larry, I can't, because right now it's just a big empty room, and it's so cool to see the progression and how the track actually becomes built, and the bleachers being brought in, and the tires, and the catch fence, and I think we're actually going to do a pretty cool thing this year. We're going to show the time lapse of the track being built in this big empty room.
That's going to be an interesting film in itself. So 107,000 square feet right here is going to be the actual racetrack. So the quarter midgets will actually be, like we said, be pitting right here. And some of the go-karts, they figured out the shortcut. They could maybe cut through here through the quarter midget pit. But if they don't, it's back to the hallway. So again, here we are inside a bunch of concrete, and we're below the old building still, and you can see all the electrical conduits, the heating ducts, and everything, the hot water pipes, everything that it takes to operate a building of this size. So we've just gone downhill, and now we make another left, and yeah, it's still walking.
It's not just twists and turns. There's elevation changes, and I think it's kind of funny. We talk with a lot of the kart racers, and they're talking about getting in shape for the Rumble, and I don't think it's near as much for actually racing the track as it is just pushing the karts up and down this hallway.
It is. It's again, thankfully they all are on dollies now, and it's not just so much pushing the cart, but they're pushing that dolly. So. Oh boy, here we go. Another turn. Oh boy. Now here's a long hallway. And this is where I think the adrenaline really starts to get pumped up.
Yeah, exactly. And it's always fairly chilly with some of the doors opening and closing, people going out to refuel. And I know when I race karts here, this is where it was. This is where you're getting in your mindset, getting ready to go out on the track. And I'm getting chills just thinking about it.
It is, and so this is, okay, here we again. This is now, if you look to our left, this is actually where the exit point is going to be for the go-karts. This is where they're going to come out, and you can see in about 35 or 40 seconds that we walked, we're back now to what will become the front stretch of the 1/6 mile oval for this year's Rumble 23 presented by Jason Dietz Trailer Sales. And right now you're looking down again. The wall down there, that's going to be gone. That's another third of the Expo Center. Tonight, I believe there's a dance recital going on. Maybe we'll get invited to that. I don't know. But so we're looking at, we're actually coming off of turn number 4, looking down the front stretch. Tom Hansing will be down here up against the wall with about 84, 85 of the Jersey concrete barriers setting up the go-kart track and the midget track and just everything that will be racing that weekend. But this is going to be the exit point. The race is over, the checkered flag is dropped. Now the carts come in, they go out into the dock area, we go off to the right, and that's where the quarter midgets will go back into their pit area.
So Larry, you mentioned, the concrete barriers, and I think one of our Tuesday trivias was we have over 75,000 pounds of concrete barriers that make up the track. What's that like, building a racetrack from nothing?
It's, again, you saw the bare walls in there, and it's kind of neat. We come in on Wednesday morning, and we just start, we have a schematic that we go from, and it's just a matter of laying out all the barriers piece by piece, putting in the poles, putting up the cabling and all of the fencing. And that's going to be something, like you said, something to really look forward to in our time lapse coming up. So now we're in the actual staging area. This is where it's the final preparations for the go-karts before they go out on to the racetrack for their racing portion.
Yeah, no cart stands. You're getting all strapped in, getting lined up in your heat race or your feature, and this is where it starts to get real. Because just through this garage door here, then you can see the track, and it's on from there.
So again, we've been doing a lot of talking, but also a lot of walking, so you can actually see that it is quite a distance. So here we are now, and this is kind of like another staging area because, well, let's say not a staging area, it's just another important area because this now is where the 600s actually come off of the racetrack. If we look back over straight back there, that little opening, that is going to be the 600 pit area. That's where the winged and non-winged 600s, Sayuna non-winged 600s, and the winged North Baltimore custom cut 600s actually do their pit area. They come off the track here, and they'll be scaled there. So it's the entrance to the track for the go-karts and the exit for the track for the 600cc midgets.
Now we are finally here to where the go-karts go on the track, and let's just kind of take a look back down that hallway. It took us just about 5 minutes. We were taking our time, but definitely not a short walk. But I think it's cool. I never really minded it making that walk every time I hit the track, just because it kind of helped prepare you mentally and really got you in the mood to go out there and race.
So there you have it. This is what we talked about, the long walk from the basement. It's not only the long walk from the basement to the track, but where he showed you where the carts came off the track, and then it's back down that hallway into the pit area. Well, Kyle, it's been another great Rumble Mumble presented by Fatheads Eyewear as we continue our journey this year of presenting not only just the drivers, but we've also reached out to our officials, engine builders, and just kind of covered the whole gamut of the Rumble in Fort Wayne presented by Jason Dietz Trailer Sales.
Yeah, things are really coming together here, and it was cool giving you guys a behind-the-scenes look. We maybe did some not-so-legal procedures to do that, but we did it nonetheless, and we're glad we did.
Yeah, it was cool. We came inside the building where everybody can go. Then we kind of used our break-in magic to go down into the basement and go down the hallway that we've always talked about in so many of our Rumble Mumble episodes. And so we got to see a lot of different things so that when the fans are sitting in the bleachers here in just a couple of weeks for Rumble 23, they're going to get to be able to envision what it is that we have just talked about. So it's Rumble 23 coming here right after we sit down down and eat our Thanksgiving feast. And it's sad to say that we're doing what race fans will be doing following the December 18th show, and that's walking out the door.
Yep, taking that final walk out of the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum, and it's a little bittersweet, but it's cool because the memories made this week, and then it's just one short year after that, and we'll be back here for Rumble 24 and make them all over again.
Yeah, so many things to be talking about. Probably some controversy, probably some good moments, but the biggest thing is race fan memories. And we're looking forward to it. Rumble 23 coming in just a few weeks, December 17th and 18th. Rumble 24, date to be announced.
Yep, so stay tuned for that, and we'll see you here shortly in a few short weeks at the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum.
All right, let's head to Coldwater, Michigan.